war. Ever since the Air Nomad temples were attacked by Fire Lord Sozin, the world has been in chaos. The Southern Water Tribe fights for survival, as the Earth Kingdom seeks to hold off the Fire Nation army. But even with no Avatar in sight, there is still hope. Who will answer the call, and who will bring forth a new era of peace?
Back to Avatar Legends Legacy of Heroes. I'm your GM Oz. Welcome again with my friends.
I have
Josh,
to move
Cass,
the
Megan,
thing
and
around. I have to move the display around if that's the case. Hold on. Anyway.
Let's just get started.
Right. Welcome back to Avatar
I'm
Legends.
tired of this hoopla.
Legacy of Heroes, Arc 3, the 100 Years War era. I'm your GM Josh. I'm joined by my friends Cass, Megan, Morgan, and Oz. If you are just catching up to us, you can either, and need a refresher, you can head back to previous sessions if you would like. Or if you need just a quick thing, Megan has been voluntold to recap the best she can. So take it away, Megan.
So the best I can. First off, 3 of us were away from Oz and wait.
just
Going
Oz,
so well.
just Oz in general.
we're getting worse and worse intros and recaps as we go. This is season 3, and we are just deteriorating. Our budget got cut.
Listen, I was injured.
It's
I have
true.
some
Megan
mental
died.
stress.
All those jokes I
Anyway.
made about Megan going to the glue factory when she's not here, that's real now.
She got better.
I died. Did get
Well,
better.
kind of. Anyway, 3 of us got off, separated, and eventually wound up back with Tybo and Benta and Ano?
Anomu, yeah.
Anomu. Okay, good. With Anomu, there was a lot of scuffling. We all made it out okay, and we ended up looking at a letter from Benta.
Yeah, well, that's essentially, yeah. If you need more, head back to previous
Are
sessions.
correct.
Yeah,
If you
all
want
of
any
those.
details, go give us more views.
Yeah,
Oh,
That's all right.
damn.
nice. All right. So we ended on reading the letter from Benta. There's now going to be like a few days in which there's sort of like you're sort of like going to be in limbo for a few days in which you're just kind of waiting for the Earth King to make his decision on like if Nomu can stay and have asylum or if it's like kicking everyone out. But you do know that you have like the ship manifest deal of all the ships that are going to be leaving from different harbors going to different places. So you have like a time frame that you can work with within that. But after like 2 or so days, you do get a letter in your small apartment from the Earth King that does say that like the information checked out and Inomu is good to have asylum. They're going to move Inomu into the inner circle of Ba Sing Se, the middle ring area. So she's going to have a better place to stay. And she, of course, thanks you for your help as she gets moved on. You haven't heard from Benta recently, but you have seen like wanted posters of Benta's face sort of every once in a while because she, escaped custody and is, on the run.
Ooh, I love someone on the run. I love a
Aren't you on the
criminal.
run?
That's beside the point.
You know what? Self-love is important.
But before you leave Ba Sing Se to go off to do... I should probably say. Also, the Earth King does sort of send another message along about a day later after Nomu moves out of your small cramped apartment, requesting that if you do head to the Southern Water Tribe, based on the fact that he was giving the information that you guys took the different stuff, that there is an ambassador there that he needs to send a message to. So if you could deliver a message for him to the Earth King Kingdom ambassador in the Southern Water Tribe, he'd be very grateful for that.
Josh, meta question. Does anyone know they're like gonna get attacked at the Southern Water Tribe?
The southern raids are currently happening, but they're not in like. Well, there's still some waterbenders down there, but like the first few raids have already happened.
Right. Okay. Just wanted to make sure it's like known.
Yeah. That things are happening then. So what would y'all like to do? Yeah, maybe like a day before you can set out. Before you should set out.
We should go to a spa.
Is there a specific one in mind?
Spa, sing, sang. Spa, sing, sang. Spa, sing, sang. Spa, sing, sang.
But we all have to go as a group.
Sure, some communal bonding.
So you head out of the lower ring of Ba Sing Se into the middle ring, or the outer ring into the to find Spa Sing Se. It is booming with business. It is doing better in the past, going back to Kyoshi era when we first found it. It is like doubled in size. Its clientele has gotten more impressive. It looks like it has
Neighboring spa.
the what?
The neighboring spa, the one that we actually went to back in the Kyoshi era.
Oh yeah, that neighboring spot gone.
No!
The neighboring spot got taken over by Spa Sing Se.
As it should.
Capitalism strikes again.
But you have just a nice spa day. There's a moment during the spa where like you're all sort of just like in a steam room, just kind of relaxing, no one else around. If you wanted to talk
Are we
about
going to
anything.
do group makeovers?
What?
You know how Toph and Katara got like makeovers and stuff.
Yes, but it's just Benji and Taibo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, the beauticians are gonna have a field day with Taibo. He's of the swamp. He has been sleeping in a pile of leaves since they got to
What
Boston
makeover?
today.
You order the makeovers
So much
for
hair.
you order the makeovers at Taibo and Benjiro. After like an hour, Benji exits, and it's like another 2 to 3 hours until Taibo ends up exiting because of like all the scrubbing and such that they have to do to get all the dirt and such out of Taibo. And Taibo's also been given like a
Josh,
haircut.
enough for other people or just me?
Say what?
Mm-hmm.
You cut in and out like a
You froze.
just then.
Oh,
Take
sorry.
2.
Okay, so Benjiro only takes about like an hour during like the makeover process until he exits and he looks all nice and dapper and
Do I get a haircut?
yeah, you can get a haircut if you wanted to. I'm forcing Taibo into it.
His beautiful mane.
Yes,
Whoa.
Taibo. Go ahead. Oh, now Morgan froze.
Aw, we'll never get to know.
Gosh, you're frozen again.
No, you were frozen now. All right.
No,
You're
it was
both
you.
frozen.
Oh, it was me? God dang it. What is happening in post, but you know.
Fix it in post.
All right. Technical difficulties over. Anyway, so yeah, at the
Did you hit
spa.
record?
I hit record. That's why I said technical difficulties over, so I know where to send myself. Okay.
And start.
So, all the way at the beginning. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
No, so the so at the spa, it takes Benjiro about an hour or so of them like getting in, cleaning, gets a nice like haircut, and out. Taibo takes like 3 hours solid.
You're like power saws going in the back.
There's power saws scrubbing everywhere. They keep trying to get in new clean water, but it just keeps getting immediately like groggy and dirty all over. But Taibo comes out with like fully cleaned. Taibo, you've never felt so clean in your freaking life. And you have like not like your hair's been cut, not short, but it's been like stylized and cut and such. Maybe with like one like tangled style braid in your hair. But yeah, that takes
I
about.
feel like we got like a Viking braid going.
Oh, maybe that too. Yeah, yeah. Yep.
We've been cut to like just above the shoulder.
All right, but yeah, that takes about 3 hours max as you exit Spa Sing Se.
Rafa's glowing and sparkling.
Tybo looks straight out of Bridgerton.
But still with leaves.
Oh, he's upgraded. He's got like that flowy thing. Oh, and he's ripped a sleeve off of that though
Yeah.
to make a bandage. So one sleeve, flowy cardigan, and pants.
Yeah.
I both say I'm a gentleman.
Anime cherry blossom shimmer, pink.
But yeah, you end your day at the spa and return home, gather your stuff, and the next morning start to head out of Ba Sing Se to head towards a ship. There's still no sign of Bentai anywhere. Bentai also didn't leave like a way to communicate with her. She was just like, "See you when I see you."
Devastating.
What if there's a note at like port for her? Just like, hey, if someone named Benta tries to get on a ship, give her this.
I mean, the Armadillo Bears are still active doing stuff, so you could probably like be like, "Hey, if this group ever shows up, can you hand this to whoever's in charge?"
I could. I write a
Oh,
letter.
note.
I write a letter.
Okay, Rafa.
Dearest gentle reader.
How personal.
I would like to inform you that the group and I are going to a boat.
Don't include Tybo. She won't. She'll come kill me.
I just said a group and I. Anyway, back to letter mode.
Okay.
A group and I would like to inform you that we are going to a boat and we're traveling somewhere. Insert place here. I don't know where we're going actually.
Going to the
Wherever
Southern
we're
Water
going,
Tribe.
it's gonna be in that letter. Just put it in the letter. That's
Okay.
where we're
The
going.
letter says insert location here.
We're gonna be
So,
everywhere.
if you would like to find me, I will be at this location here. Sincerely, Rafa. P.S. Fuck the Fire Nation.
Okay. So you write that letter.
Feel
As,
like a kiss.
as you write as you finish writing the letter, and you get to a port
She's
area.
not gonna know.
She's gonna know.
Oh,
She's not gonna know.
oh,
Josh,
we're froze
Oh.
again. God
Drop in
dang
again?
it!
No.
Well, it appears all is in ruins and shambles.
This is not the day to play Avatar.
You
Apparently.
want to call this session and try again?
War. Ever since the Air Nomad temples were attacked by Fire Lord Sozin, the world has been in chaos. The Southern Water Tribe fights for survival, as the Earth Kingdom seeks to hold off the Fire Nation army. But even with no Avatar in sight, there is still hope. Who will answer the call, and who will bring forth a new era of peace?
Go ahead, Josh.
Welcome back to Avatar Legends Legacy of Heroes, the 100 Years War Era, Arc 3. Oh no. Oh well, that's fine. It's getting progressively worse. I just mixed up the order.
We were acing this in season 1.
We were. I don't know how.
You're
All
fired.
downhill. All right, one last time.
I am the GM now.
One last time. Here we go.
Everyone rotate seats.
Welcome back to Avatar Legends Legacy of Heroes Arc 3, the 100 Years War Era. I am your GM, Josh. I am joined by my wonderful friends, Cass, Megan, Morgan, and Oz. I forgot the order everyone was in for a second. But if you have forgotten where we are and need a refresher, you can always head back to previous sessions. Or if you just need a really quick refresher because you've already seen the past ones, Megan has actually volunteered this time, even though we had some technical difficulties. So, you know, Megan, what happened last time?
Last time on Avatar Legends, we went to the spa and then we power washed Tybo and cut his hair, and he looks so much cleaner now. Everyone else looks beautiful, but pretty much the same.
It's like one of those rug cleaning videos where it's like,
All the dirt on the floor.
yeah.
Yeah, Morgan, you had something to add?
Yes, wait, Megan, are you done with your recap or no?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. I also, I wanted to mention that the last thing that I mentioned in my notes was Rafa Lady Whistledown's A Letter to Benta.
Yeah.
True.
I didn't get to finish my letter.
You did that before the spa, though, didn't you?
No, that's where we left off.
It's when
Oh.
it
Yeah,
starts.
we left the spa and we're going down to the ships.
That's right.
to, I think, seek passage to the Seven Water Tribe. We haven't really decided.
We'll find out now because, yeah, we had some technical difficulties last time, so this is just being splashed into the previous stuff. Anyway, that's why we in this. Lady Whistledown letter, I guess, is where we were.
Dearest gentle readers. Will actually be dearest gentle Benta, because that's who I'm writing a letter to. In parentheses.
Can't have a question already, Oz.
What, Oz?
Can it be Gentle Benta?
Yeah, it's dearest gentle Benta.
That's
No,
what I
can it be
said.
Benta.
No. What did I say in my letter? I said, I'm writing to tell you that we're going to some ships, and it's I need to do it. I said, I'm writing to tell you that I'm going to the ships that are taking us to this I don't know where we're going actually. But we're on some ships. I want it'd be cool if we could see each other again. Rafa.
I feel like last time you were somehow more vague.
Perhaps. I don't know.
It's okay. I love that you're expressing more.
This is draft 2 of the letter.
Rafa's sitting next to some crumpled up letters.
Yep.
This is like the 4th or 5th draft of the
Here's
letter.
Benta, crumple, crumple, crumple. Hey, bitch, crumple, crumple. Hey, no.
Well, I
Like
guess-
that bit in Community when they're like trying to send Abed a voicemail
Oh, yeah.
and they like are trying to make it sound nice, but it's just not.
Exactly.
All right. So yeah, you finish writing your final draft of the letter, and I guess Rafa creates "Hey bitch," the phrase.
Hey bitch.
Hey bitch.
I feel like Hey Bitch already existed.
Well,
Are
Rafa's
you saying that
pointing
Hey
it.
Bitch didn't exist with Kiyoshi? I think the fuck not.
Rafa's just bringing it back.
Exactly. Trend
Like one of
cycle.
those things that happen, like, you know how a trend kind of starts like a long time ago, but wasn't really a trend, and then it comes back a while back, and it's really blowing up. Like one of those things.
All right. Well, we're already really off track. So anyway, after finishing the letter, we head. The group begins to leave, saying goodbye to Anomu, who has now got a much better apartment. and is protected. And if you leave Bossing Say, you do have to sort of head to one of the port towns where there will be ships, because Bossing Say is sort of a landlocked area. Yes, Oz?
Plant.
What?
The plant that Sakari's supposed to be training with.
Huh?
The plant that we were like, you put it in a to-go cup.
It sounds like Sakari let that plant die.
Gary did not remember that at all.
What?
We're like,
To be fair, a
practicing
lot-
plant bending, and you like made something sprout a little bit, and then we put it in a to-go cup, and you're like, I'll keep practicing with this.
A lot has happened since then. We've been through a lot.
If you have the plant.
Is this meta or not? Because Sakari would also said that we've been through a lot. Listen.
It's real. It's
Oz is
true in
asking
both.
if we have the plant.
When did we have a plant?
It was back before we left for Bossing Say. The first time that we were Sakari and Kaibo were training.
No, you did not bring the plant with you. It got lost in transit at some point.
Oh.
It's one of those. I remembered to pack it, and then we just cut to where you were, and there's just the plant sitting in a cup alone.
Is there like a plant nearby I can like?
Yeah, there's a lot of different plants nearby. You could grab something real fast and like substitute.
I thought we were on the ship. I was gonna say
No, we're not there
We
yet.
haven't got the ship yet.
No, we're still traveling.
Okay.
And now we're
Benji,
on
got
the ship
another
now.
one
No,
of
just
those,
kidding.
to-go cups.
Huh?
You got another one of them to-go cups?
Oh yeah, I pull it out of my bun.
Tybo reaches his freshly clean hands into the dirt. Beautiful manicure ruined.
Oh my god.
Puts the plant into the to-go cup. I figure we're gonna be at sea for a while, so I wanted to have something we could keep practicing swamp bending on.
I appreciate it. Also, I don't know that there's going to be a lot of plants or swamps in the Southern Water Tribe.
Right. When I first met you, you mentioned something called ice.
Yes, a lot of that. You
Okay.
actually might need warmer clothes. We should probably get you something because you're in like some
Sakari, I'm gonna
linen.
be real with you. This is the most clothes I've ever worn.
It's not gonna cut it with ice. That's not gonna
No.
cut it.
Oh no.
I physically watched Oz try and navigate should they say ice in the accent or not.
I'll say ask all you want, Josh.
What's up, Morgan?
This is a strange question. Has knitting been invented yet in the Avatar universe?
Some some form of it, yeah. I think someone also previously in a separate era has been was knitting on the road for something.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And you might
I vaguely remember someone mentioning that they were just like knitting for no.
I feel like because Benji is a himbo, I feel like he would know how to knit. It's just a weird side flex cronk like thing.
Just want to
or
be
we-
knitting clothes for Tybo.
I'm knitting a scarf for Tybo. Scarf and mittens.
That's correct.
Okay.
Just this very open, flowy shirt, capri length pants, and a scarf.
And mittens.
No mittens.
Okay, fine, I'll take the mittens.
Perfect. I think that's fitting.
All right, so you've equipped yourselves and gotten all your stuff together as you leave Bossing Say and head out. Did you want to get like as far down the Earth Kingdom as you can first, or did you want to like shoot off to the west to get to the sea as quick as possible and then get moving?
I feel like
Yes.
less chance of getting fucked up if we just get on the waters immediately.
Mhm.
You want to give Bentod a chance to catch up to us, don't you? You put that drink down and answer me.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, yes, Morgan.
Can I also, side note, say that I want to? This is sorry, I'm back on the knitting thing. I want to make. Can I make some sort of like one of your like either scarf, mitten, or hat for everyone?
Yeah.
Cool. What
That's
does everybody want? I got a scarf for Typo.
Rafa would not want anything.
I'm gonna make you something, and then you do what you want with it.
Okay.
It's those mittens that like attach to like your sleeve so that you don't have to wear them, but they're there for your convenience.
Can you make me like glove mittens?
The glove mittens, the ones that like have the
Cap one.
yeah. Okay.
Are we currently on a boat?
No, not yet. You're still like walking through. Benjiro is like making this on the road.
Yeah.
Wait, we're getting on a boat.
Now.
Oh, Benjiro is knitting while giving Rafa a piggyback ride.
Cronky. What
Okay, it takes like a day to get to like the away from Bossing Say into the nearest port town. Then you find a ship to get onto, currying favor from Earth King because have papers and such. But yeah, you get onto this ship. It occurs to you, mostly to Rafa, a little too late that yeah, the waters around the world are kind of being patrolled by a lot of the Fire Nation at this point. So there's a chance that, you know, there's still pirates. You've run into them before, and there's also Fire Nation that you could be running into. But you are on like a basic sort of like shipping. I wanted to say fishing, and I said shipping. I was about to say shipping fish. A fishing ship, like a basic fishing boat. It's got huge sails. Probably not one that you're used to, Rafa. Tybo, zero clue. Benjo and Sakari might have some idea, because while the water tribe doesn't really need sails, they do have them in case people need to rest for waterbending and such. So it's like the four of you. There's a captain, a crew of fishermen and women, and then there is just like a handful of like kids who snuck aboard because they like wanted to have an adventure. But the four of you have been sort of sequestered into like your sleeping area would be like sort of the storage area, sort of not. They do store a lot of fish here. Yes, Oz.
better or worse than the apartment we just left?
Better in terms of space, worse in terms of smell, because you do have a lot of like dead fish around you.
Rafa for sure is complaining the whole time.
Give me a roll of harmony.
Seven.
7. You as you've been complaining, you have sort of been like the captain sort of heard things. It takes a little while, so like the fish smell sort of like ingrains itself on you, so you definitely have it, but you eventually get like your own room away from everything. So Rafa now has her own room. Everyone else is with the fish.
Can I do anything about the smell? Do I have like swamp people incense or spices or something?
I don't know if Tybo would notice the difference in smell all that much.
I feel like it's different than swamp. I feel like swamp is earthier and this is...
Yeah, but it's still like a stink and well.
You're right.
I feel like he would not mind.
Tybo is fine. It's
Yeah.
different. It's okay.
Could I sleep outside of Rafa's door on the ship?
Like a dog?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rafa,
sure.
let him in.
Yeah, sure. You can sleep outside the door for. All right. But yeah, so you have some day. It's gonna be like maybe like
Sorry,
a week or
for my
so.
clarity,
Yeah.
Rafa's in a room away from the ship, the fish.
Yeah.
Benji is on the ground outside in the hall,
Yes.
and Sakari and Taibo are slumming in the fish room.
Yes. Which the sailors are really happy for because that means they can store more fish. Because now that there's only two of you sleeping in there,
Oh, good.
there's more room.
More fish.
Yeah.
Making life better for the fishermen.
But yeah, so the whole journey itself will be about a week long in terms of like getting from where you are down to the Southern Water Tribe. So there's some time in between. On is there anything anyone wants to do, sort of like downtime wise, while you just have time to just chill on this ship of fish? Yes. Two people with hands raised.
I'll let Megan go first.
Sakari's gonna like prowl around and look for any waterbenders.
They're all earthbenders here. Or non-benders, really.
Or non-benders.
Yeah.
Okay. I think she's gonna like hang out by the sides of the boat and just play with pushing the water back and forth. Maybe sometimes pissing off the actual sailors that are trying to do their job.
Sure, give me a roll of focus to rely on skills and training.
Can I tell?
In the aspect of bending or the aspect of distracting the sailors?
Bending.
Okay, we'll see what Megan rolls first.
Oh, 10.
And okay,
Alright.
no need help needed. You you know like the scene where Katara at the very beginning like gets a fish inside of a bubble and sort of like gets it over. It's a more successful version of that because you're able to like get enough amount to like grab a fish, get it on board, and so on. So it's not as annoying to some of the fishermen because you are helping with the stock. They are kind of fascinated with it. But yeah, you are able to get like more of your bending under control, and you're able to like make more complicated shapes, grab things in them.
Yay.
Rafa.
At some point when they're not doing that, Rafa is gonna go over to Taibo and ask if he will teach him how to play their fourth string.
Eyes aglow, sparkling. Hoist Rafa back to the fish room. Just rummaging for supplies to make an instrument.
Sakari sees that happen without context and runs to Benta. Or not Benta, oh my god. Sakari just runs to tell Benji without the context of Taibo just picking up Rafa and going to
Taibo's
the
100% screaming, "We're gonna do music!"
Like,
Are you carrying Rafa like scruff, side, like holding under fireman carry?
Like, full, like,
Just Rafiki Simba carry?
yeah. I was imagining, like, laying flat, like, on the hands.
Oh, I see.
Like,
I guess
okay.
when Sakari comes and tells Benji, I guess Benji's gonna go and peek through to see if maybe Rafa's much better at learning music than Benji is.
The door is essentially just a wall of fish that has an opening in it.
Oh no.
Oh.
Hey, it's a storage room of fish. So there's like the regular hatch that they go down and put the fish under, and then they've like put up a bunch of walls, like stack the fish in a certain way to where there's extra room for you to sleep in.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so let's go. Taibo, give me a roll of harmony, and Rafa, give me a roll of creativity.
I have a +2 to creativity.
I have a +2 to harmony.
Well, all my other ones are zeros, so
Oh,
Incredible.
Also, Josh, have we taken like a rest? I'm assuming. So I
Yeah,
can get
your
rid of it.
fatigue's all gone. I see a 10 from Oz.
11.
Yeah.
here.
Rafa is so good at the common Taibo. Somehow Taibo is like the perfect teacher for Rafa with music. It's astounding.
Benji is gonna slump his way back to like the top of the ship near the bow. I'm assuming I have some sort of instrument in my
I
hand.
I guess if you had kept the one that you had makeshifted a while back,
Was it the one that's like a guitar in a way?
I think it was a guitar. Most of the things that Taibo teaches is guitar like.
Okay, I'm gonna take because I was envisioning like a ukulele size. So I'm taking my ukulele, not ukulele, um, over to the side of the ship and trying to learn how to play by myself.
Give me a roll of creativity.
Oh boy.
Devastating.
It's 2 6s.
Oh boy. That's a 6.
A string snaps on your makeshift instrument.
Somewhere in Taibo doesn't go running off, but somewhere inside Taibo, he's like, "There's a disturbance."
I guess then Benji's gonna I guess put the instrument somewhere and just kind of walk away.
Okay.
And just explore like because he feels like, okay, well, I can't do this thing, so maybe I could try to be helpful towards people. And so he's gonna go see everybody else on the ship and see if there's anything that he can do to be of use.
Okay. So yeah, this goes on for yes.
To be clear, Rafa was still like, ugh, the whole time of learning music, but Rafa tried to make it a pleasant time for Taibo.
Let me refresh my memory because I do have something for this moment. Pause the recording. I think in this moment of just like really finding a jam sesh with Rafa and really feeling the vibe of the music, Taibo has a moment of vulnerability. And starts singing a little song. Been fighting my whole life to be the more than I am. Never enough just to be the bigger man. There's war and there's conflict, but in the dark there's light. But the burden feels much smaller when you're standing by my side. Words flow like waterfalls, they flow easy and free. But my tongue ties in knots when you look at me. I'd move the mountains and stars above, but I just can't say you're the one I. And Taibo stops and just like, that's all I got right now.
That was quite lovely.
I wasn't ready for you to be British. I'm so sorry.
One of those words.
Stop it.
One of those words you just said right now sounds like they might go for the song. I don't know. A good rhyme, maybe.
Dove.
Got it. Shove.
Well,
All right. So yeah, you have this nice, wonderful moment. And a few days sort of go by. It's about halfway down to your journey. You've seen a few ships pass at this point, but none of them have bothered you. There is a weird spot where like the captain is like, so We're gonna have to make sort of like a ship transfer kind of thing. There is a ship returning. We're not going to the Southern Water Tribe, but we are near another ship that will be going to the Southern Water Tribes. Like, we'll be doing sort of a ship to ship transfer kind of deal. We're gonna get like real close to them, and then we're gonna like get our planks together to sort of like allow you to walk across. We sent some messenger hawks and such around, so it'll be fine. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed your stay here on our ship. And in about an hour or so, you'll go to the ship that will get you to your destination. What are you typing in, Oz?
Nothing. I've changed my mind.
Very well.
Is there any?
Can I get a vibe check on this?
Yeah, sure.
Roll something?
Roll, I guess, harmony.
Can we do it?
11.
What do you mean by what did you mean by vibe check? What were you looking for?
I don't know. I want to see if this is like normal or if this is like, oh, we're
Oh,
just the pirates.
So technically, this is normal. It's just that because you chose to get onto the water as fast as possible, this ship only goes down so far before they like go back up, because they don't want to like be away from family for too long.
We are not being sold to the pirates. Got it.
No. There's no pirates involved.
Josh, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm never going to trust you again.
Because of what?
A lot of things.
Okay. Anyway, so yeah, about an hour or so passes. You gather up your stuff. You're able to get onto this new ship. It is another sort of like, this one is like a trading ship. So it doesn't have fish in the cargo. It's got a bunch of barrels of different like spices and things like that. So there's not that smell. There's more like hammock bunks and everything, like in the first ship that Sakari was on. It's more similar to that. Yes, Oz?
Do the very, very tall Benji and Tybo fit into the hammocks?
Yes, surprisingly you both do. They are very, because you can adjust them to be like long ways instead of so yeah, you sort of like set yourselves up to have like bunk hammocks. Not to where like not on top of
Rafa gets the very top.
Okay.
So wait, we're a stack of 4?
Yeah, stack of 4. So it's like one going on the x-axis, one on the y, one on the x, one on the y.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Rafa's up top. Who wants second top? I have a question. How's Rafa getting up there?
Benji, clearly.
A boost.
You're right. I'm a fool.
Rafa could also just firebend up there.
No. Benji.
Okay.
Benji. Or Tybo, depending on the night.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
that like one is really gonna help.
Can I take dibs on bottom though?
We're rock paper scissoring for it.
Damn it.
Wait, this.
So what?
What's the rock paper scissors of the Avatar universe? I feel like they have one.
They do. They've played it before. It's earth, fire,
water, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I forgot what the symbols are. It's because there's earth, fire, and then I don't know what they did for water, because they never showed it, because Aang and Sokka played it one time. And I know earth beats no.
Water beats fire. Fire must beat earth. Earth must beat water. We're gonna play regular rock paper scissors.
Yeah.
They don't have scissors.
Cheers. Rock paper knives.
Rock paper knives. Perfect.
Do they have paper? Or is it parchment?
Rock parchment knives.
Rock parchment knives.
Rock parchment knives. Okay. Do we just want to roll it for this one, or actually? Oh, we're actually doing it. Okay.
Josh, countdown.
Hold on. I found the rules. Oh, it's a 4 combo. So it's
Josh, we're move on from this. Come on.
Oh, go! Give us a count from 5.
all right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 6, 1.
Shit.
Okay.
Anyway, if anyone wants to
Okay.
actually know, it goes. So you do all 4 elements. So water beats earth, earth beats fire, fire beats air, air beats water.
Oh, damn. Rock,
Rock, paper,
Yes.
scissors, shoot.
scissors. Haha!
Okay. You get bottom, I get second bottom, Sakari's above. Okay, so it goes
Oh.
Benji, Taibo, Sakari, Rafa.
Oh, so that's really okay. Anyway, no, sorry, I was just reading up on how to play the elements thing.
Dork.
So you figure out your areas on the hammock bunks, and begin your journey down. After about another day, once you're all settled, you hear a horn off in the distance, which there's only one ship capable of making horns right now, and that's the Fire Nation ships.
Oh, no.
Yes, Oz?
Taibo know that.
Taibo might have heard the horns previously in the very first deal with all the ships doing stuff, but I don't know if you recognized that it came from one of the ships. It might have thought it was a
I
bird.
don't know that this is like impending danger, or does Taibo think someone else is practicing an instrument?
Or it could be bird. I will make that. I will leave that up to you. That's gonna be a player choice.
Also, what time of day do we hear this horn?
It's like
Is it
mid.
morning, night?
It's like midday. You're all sort of like settled down for like lunch.
Okay.
Ruff has never heard this sound before.
So we're lying. Oh,
Right. So yeah. You hear a horn and you hear one of the captains go, "Oh, looks like they're here for a ship inspection. So everyone, get ready. The 4 of you. You're not really stowaways, but you're also not on our. I guess hide somewhere.
Is there an empty barrel around?
There, yeah, there are a few empty barrels that you can find. You could also just kind of lock yourselves behind stuff.
Can I go into the
Yeah,
ocean with like an air bubble?
Yeah, you can just jump into the. We've done. Yeah, you've done air bubble before, so you're
I have
fine.
to ask, like, what's the? How thorough are these inspections? Are they gonna inspect under the ship?
There's no way to inspect under. You mean like the hull?
Like,
Inside the
under
ship?
the ship, in the water.
Oh no! Why would they inspect in the water?
Taibo.
All right, so 2 of you dive into the water. One of you gets into a barrel. Rafa, what are you doing?
I could probably talk my way out of this.
Okay, so you're just gonna hang out. Cool. You see the ship sort of parks itself parallel. They put a gangplank on, walk over. All right. Inspection. What is this ship for? And you see the 2 captains start talking as some of the soldiers are coming around, looking at stuff, looking through. It takes a few minutes. No one really is paying attention to the fact that Rafa's just standing there amongst the crew. All right, Captain. We just they seem to be telling the truth. We found a bunch of spices and such. Nothing out of the ordinary. All right. Well, you see, they get like some payment, and then the Fire Nation crew sort of like leaves, and everything sort of returns to normal, except for 2 of you are now off the ship. The captain looks over the side. What are we gonna do about your 2 companions there?
Benji immediately jumps in the water to try and get Taibo and everybody else in the water.
Okay, what are we gonna do about your 3 companions over there?
Can I push them up with water? Like shoot them back onto the boat?
Yeah, give me a roll of focus.
Can I help with swamp techniques?
You're just gonna start coaching in the middle of it. Sure, yeah. If Megan needs it, yeah. Karen needs it.
11.
Okay.
Nope.
Don't need the coaching. Just whoosh. You are also able to raise yourself up out of the water as well. So it's like a whole pillar of water comes up with all 3 of you.
while this is like while we're coming up, I want to like majestically do the hair thing again. Of like
Of course.
Just a care
And
flip.
then Rafa's just like, see, they got it.
It was glistening.
Wonderful. All right. Well, on we go. They continue on there. Your way. You're all three of you are now covered in water. As it gets close, as you continue on, you start to feel more so. Benjiro and Taibo start to realize it gets colder and it's starting to get colder and colder. Because firebenders are able to regulate their body temperatures, and airbenders, if we had any, are able to regulate the air temperature around them. And Sakari, of course, is used to the cold, so wouldn't really notice it. But yeah, Benjiro and Taibo, it's starting to get very cold. Probably sneezing a little bit more often. There's like a little chill going on.
We're gonna get so sick. We're gonna get the flu.
So that's not how flus and colds work.
They're gonna get sick and die.
Oh,
at the South Pole.
Can Benji knit some like sweaters, I guess?
More clothes.
Yeah.
Taibo fully does not take the hint.
I
Taibo's
just
wearing the scarf for like sentiment.
oh, can I anagram the sweater and see if maybe that gets Taibo to wear it?
Do you mean monogram?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
No,
Yeah. Anagram. We're gonna anagram sweater into true. Nope, I don't know what to do with the W.
was air.
Was
Twas ear.
was ear.
I am so tired. Anyway.
All right. Yeah, you can monogram the sweater for Taibo.
Holds up the sweater and is like, those sure are some shapes. Like, good work, Benji, and hands it right back to you and wraps the scarf a little tighter. For those who forgot, Taibo can't read.
I forgot about that. Can I teach Taibo how to read?
Roll with harmony. Taibo, roll with creativity.
Okay.
Oh my god.
As you were learning to read in the cold.
9.
Away. That's a 6.
Nice.
69.
So I'm gonna say so 6 is a failure, and 9 is a partial success. So I'm gonna say Taibo, you learn to read, but all the words are wrong. So like
Sweater again. Oh, hands it to Rafa.
yeah.
No.
So like if Taibo saw the words go dog or the fox ran swiftly, it'd be something along the lines of like this hedgehog moved north.
Benji gets really sad again because now he's failed at playing music and failed at teaching Taibo how to read. So he's just gonna slump away.
Sad boy hours.
Sad. These are great.
I
don't know why you needed one that says elephant bear, but
it doesn't say elephant bear, and then just walks away. I'm gonna go knit some more things, even though the other two don't really need it, but I'm gonna go knit some more things, like more sweaters for them.
I'm gonna say Benjiro take a fatigue for emotional damage.
Yeah.
Emotional damage!
Emotional damage!
I have a whole thing of different things I can do for fatigue, and one of them is where did it go? Because there's nope, that's physical damage. There's stuff related to like take strenuous action for a day. What does that even mean?
He's making it up.
Oh, there we go. Suffers an emotional or physical blow from someone important to you. Oh, that's one condition. We're gonna call it fatigue though.
Wow. Okay, thank you.
not bad.
Oh yeah. Did I cleared my...
Yeah, you should have cleared the previous fatigue, so this is new fatigue.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, everyone should be cleared of their original their fatigue from the previous fight. It's been some days. We still have some conditions going though, don't we? What do we have right now?
I believe I'm currently troubled and guilty. No, I got rid of one. I don't remember which one I got rid of.
I am still angry, so this makes sense.
Ah, so just the men are having conditions.
Ah.
How do I clear? Oh,
What
there
one?
it is.
Rid of? How do you get rid of trouble, Josh?
Troubled, you get rid of by either seeking guidance from a mentor or powerful figure.
What's guilty?
Guilty is make a personal sacrifice to absolve your guilt.
So I don't think I cleared either. So I'm troubled and guilty.
I also don't know what of
Well,
mine could be.
you could have cleared some from like either the
That's right. I cleared one from a thing.
yeah, from guiding comfort or from one of the
I'm gonna
advantage.
clear guilty. Can I actually go to Benji?
Yeah.
For advice?
Do you see Benji as a mentor or a powerful figure to you?
He's trying to teach me how to read. So yeah, he's a mentor.
I guess, sure. Yeah.
Plus Benji knows things that I don't.
Sure, you so yeah, Benji Tybro walks over to you while you're feeling really sad.
Okay, so hold on. Rafa has the Tybo sweater.
Yeah.
Because that's reading. This one probably says like Sakari or something, so he's gonna put that on and it's gonna be like showing so much midriff.
Sakari, how tall are you again?
Like 5'2".
Full foot difference.
6'4", so a foot and 2 inches.
It's just a crop top.
It's not just a crop top. Like the sleeves tear because you can't get because it's gonna be different arm sizes as well.
Oh my god.
Some stretch.
Like
I'll have to make a whole.
like head could barely get through the neck hole.
Tybo doesn't know. He's just like, oh, Benji wants me to wear sweater. Put on.
Sakari, what did you do with the no, sorry, Rafa, what did you do with the Tybo sweater?
When no one was looking, I put it on, and they were just like, hee, it's so small. It's just like the dress.
It's a ball gown.
You know those little kids who have like the really long, like put on their shirts and like the sleeves cover their hands entirely and yeah. In a private moment.
And then if anyone like looked, scrambled to take it. And then she was just like,
big sweater.
Big comfy sweater.
So Tybo's wearing this very tight, very cropped sweater.
Yeah.
I feel like it just barely covers the nips.
That's so hot.
That's such a long torso.
He's so long and Sakari's not.
But if it just barely covers the nips, so let's see, let's say like half of a 5'2" would be.
Well, never mind, it's also stretching.
That's true
so,
too.
Like...
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's fair.
Are you guys still soaked from being in the water?
This is.
I feel like we dried off.
Yeah.
I mean, the sweater wouldn't be soaked.
Goes up to Benji. We've gotten so sidetracked. Goes up to Benji. He's like, hey, bud, I was hanging out with Rafa earlier and some stuff came up. Could we maybe have a jam session, like talk? And I want to try and help Benji feel a little better about the music and maybe help him out.
Give me a roll of harmony for guiding comfort.
Me?
Yeah. For guiding comfort.
Harmony 10.
Awesome. So on a 10. So Morgan, in this moment, does Benjara want to embrace Tybo, or do you want to shut them down?
I mean, so because I have the anger condition, it doesn't mean that. Okay.
I mean, lashing out at them would clear your anger. It would also count as shutting them down.
want to lash out at them though. They're my friend. Is there a way for me to politely, in a way, like decline and
That's
just
still
kind of go off by myself
yeah. That's still
without
shutting them down. But yeah, you wouldn't have
without
to.
lashing out?
Yeah, you can choose to just shut them down without doing the lash out. But I just gave you an opportunity to do two things at once.
Well, I'd like to clear my condition, but I don't want to like hurt Tybo mentally or physically. As I can't hear you.
You gotta lash out to clear the angie.
I was thinking of something else instead.
Yeah, angry also is break something important. Yeah.
Point.
I have an idea of breaking something important.
Oz, that's what it was. You had angry and broke your instrument. That's what you cleared.
That's right.
Yeah, Cass has the right idea. Benji is gonna say it's kind of like a word vomit of starting like you're trying to say you want to talk to Benji and Benji's like, no, I can't do anything. I can't play music. I can't teach you how to read. What use am I? Like, what use can I be? I don't know what in the world I could do. Like this doesn't work for me. And then just kind of slams it down, like slams the instrument down in a way that it like after well, hold on. So says like look at this. Look at this. The string freaking broke when I tried playing it. I can't what am I? Like I don't know what I'm supposed to be. I want to help, but what can I do? And then just start not yells, but you know, like the angry. It's gonna sound like a growl, but it's not a growl. It's more of like just angry, "Ugh," and slams down the instrument and just walks away, doesn't look back.
So we will say you can clear the angry condition. But also with shutting down, you're gonna shift. I'm gonna say shift one towards forgiveness, even though it's kind of the opposite of that. It's more in that vein. Shift your balance one towards forgiveness. And unfortunately, because you shut them down, hey, Tybo, I'm gonna give you the insecure condition.
Damn.
I'm sorry, no.
It's okay. This is good.
That's how it works.
How about your insecure job?
Insecure is cleared when you take foolhardy action without talking to your companions.
Great. Easiest
What?
one.
Did Rafa hear any of that?
Up to you. They are probably. I
I
assume
feel
that
like
they.
we like solo chat.
But like, were you in a like secluded area, or like were you out on top of the ship?
Eh? Where was Benji?
I'm gonna say you were out on top of the ship,
Fair enough.
so people could hear if they wanted to. There's a lot of like the crew members who are like awkwardly be like, "We didn't hear anything."
Sweeps away.
Don't wanna.
Uh,
I like how my gut instinct for when it's like work of any sort is just sweeping.
It is. What to say about you?
um, Rafa did overhear that, and so Rafa's gonna wait a couple beats and then go talk to Benji.
Okay.
I feel like just as a camera pan, the last shot we see is Rafa like leaving the frame to go find Benji, and just a wide, faraway shot of Tybo picking up the pieces of Benji's instrument.
Oh.
That's devastating.
So yeah, after a little bit, Benji, Rafa comes over to talk to you.
Hello, love.
I'm in a barrel. I just want you to know I'm in that barrel that I decided to hide in.
Yes.
You hear a knocking on the barrel.
Just a little bitty knock with my little bitty hand.
I like
Love.
Benji has clearly been like slightly crying, but trying not to show it. So I like pulled the barrel. I'm assuming there's a lid on this barrel.
Yeah.
Because that's how I got to hide in it.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming. So I'm pulling the lid slightly back, just ever so slightly, so you can kind of see.
And be like, I overheard your little monologue. And I'm usually not the one to do any of the comforting of sorts, but I believe you have always been useful.
Like how?
Well, who else would willingly carry me everywhere, lift me into my bed, and be such a kind person to your friend?
Tybo would do that.
Tybo. We're not going to talk about Tybo.
I know this isn't a mechanic, but Tybo's insecure condition somehow gets worse. It's that same like twinge feeling of, oh, something happened.
No.
Tybo takes a
No.
fatigue.
No.
No, not really.
As irritating as Tybo is sometimes, I do appreciate him, but we're not talking about him, we're talking about you.
Probably heard it, didn't
I mean, I think some of your words may have affected Tybo. However, the point I'm trying to make is you don't have to be useful to be important or worthy of friendship, because you just being part of the group is all that you need. So, if you would like to join me for some tea, I would love for you to join me.
Benji, thanks for a second. And like does one of those like kid wipes of like wiping the nose like this.
And also, Rafa puts on Tybo's sweater because that's the one I have. And it's like, by the way, this is lovely.
While doing the I'll make you one myself.
I would simply adore that.
And I want to make Rafa a sweater that has a little fireball on it.
Aww.
Okay. So you start making that sweater, and you and Benjiro and Rafa start having a little tea time together. Sakari, what are you doing during all of this?
I think Sakari heard all of that and has no idea how to emotionally process any of it, so she's just out by the water.
Okay. Still out by the water. Okay. You see one of like the deckhands that like had overheard the conversation, sort of like walks over, sort of like standing. So they're facing the water, and you're like nearby, so they can talk to you without like look. You know, one of those things where people are talking but they're not looking at each other, kind of deal.
Mhm.
Those are your friends.
Yeah.
Is everything all right with your group?
I think Rafa's fixing it.
Oh, okay. Well, we run a pretty good ship here. It's not usually very dramatic. So not a lot of us know what to do in this.
Me either, to be honest. I'm just practicing waterbending. Maybe just keep. Are you sweeping? What are you sweeping?
Oh, I was sweeping up the dust, but now I there's no more dust right now, so I'm just continuing. I didn't know what to do after hearing all the yelling, so like the captain right now has locked. The captain's locked themselves inside of the room. We were supposed to have like a meeting, but I guess things got interrupted. So
Uh, that does sound awkward.
yeah. Oh. Also. I think I overheard something about tea being made. Can you please tell your friends to do that above deck and not below in the hull? Because fire would be bad for this ship.
Oh shit.
Burn the
Yeah.
shit down.
Sakari goes just resigned to go walk into whatever's there.
Head down. How far into the tea do you think the two of you are?
Oh, we're like a cup and a half in.
It's already there's smoke. There's smoke on the ceiling. It's not like a whole. It's a negligible amount, but it's enough to where like maybe it's a little concerning to people who aren't used to it. Um, where
And
did?
then go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna ask where Bendro went. So if not Bendro, but Tybo. So continue your.
Oh, I was gonna say if Sakari came in and was like, "What's up?" I was gonna send her off to find Tybo to come join us for tea.
Oh, perfect. Now we're gonna go find Tybo then.
Absolutely. Also, you're scaring the deckhands. They see smoke.
Oh, that pesky fire. Sorry.
Can you put it out as well as ignite it? Or
Don't
is
look
it
like
just
a
the ignite?
waterbender to you.
Benji takes I don't know, like the part his shirt, I guess. Oh well, he'll go shirtless. So I don't know, maybe he'll make a sweater.
What a great transition from one Earth Kingdom person who was fully clothed and one who lived in the swamp, no shirt, and now they've swapped.
Aww.
Benji takes his shirt and just goes, hold on, what kind of fire is this? It's a regular fire, so it can't be a grease fire. Can't put the shirt out with the grease fire. You can put that.
As long as you
put it in
smother it,
grease
you
fire.
can any of them you can put out by smothering it.
Okay, so then I'm gonna smother it with
Okay.
my shirt somehow.
But also, Rafa, you definitely you have full control over the fire. You could have easily just put it out yourself.
I know.
Okay. But yeah, so Sakari goes to find Tybo. Tybo, where are you after the conversation that happened?
Very lonely corner of like the back top deck of the ship. Just like kind of looking out in the breeze. His legs are hanging off. You can see he's kind of like, you can't exactly see. You can just kind of see his back, but he's clearly messing with something. And you hear like thread stretching and like wood banging and some scraping sounds.
As you're doing that, you can see like little tiny fish that you've never seen before, sort of like bobbing up and down, jumping out of the air. Some of them are eating like some of the wood shavings that sort of fall off the deck.
Start like intentionally tossing the wood shavings
Yeah.
to the fish.
Don't do that for real kids. Not good.
Don't feed fish wood chips.
Anyway, but yeah, Sakari, you walk up to Tybo.
Sakari like intentionally makes noise so she's not like spooking Tybo.
Tybo kind of like shoulder reacts a little bit, but doesn't like get up.
Sakari like
Like
kind
Tybo
of
knows you're there.
yeah. Sakari like kind of stays back a little bit, unsure of how to deal with emotion. And she says, "Well, I was gonna push you in to be funny, but I think you're working on something, so there goes that idea. How are you?"
Tybo does turn like a little bit Doesn't say anything, and you just kind of see a patched together version of Benji's instrument with, on the back, there is a carving that says, "Friends don't have to be useful."
Ooh, that's very sweet. Man, he did a number on that, didn't he?
Just kind of quiet nod.
Well, I think things are calmer now. They're making tea.
That's nice. I'm glad Benji's feeling better.
What happened? I've never seen you guys fight before.
I'm not upset with Benji. I'm not. He kind of like pats next to him.
Sakari like awkwardly. Normally she's pretty graceful. Right now she's super awkward.
So stiff.
Yeah.
Taibo's normally like really like tall, puffed up, proud, very kind of like a sad boy like hunch. Arms crossed, very closed posture. If anyone, I'm more upset with myself for making Benji feel like he needs to be needed in order to be wanted. I just don't want to be the kind of person that takes and takes and takes. I know I can be a lot. I can be loud. I can be headstrong and stubborn and set in my ways and reckless and a whole bunch of other things. And I left the swamp because I want to be more. I want to learn. I want to find out who I am apart from where I come from. And I think I might be scared of who that is.
Scared why?
What if I'm not good? What if all I am is loud, rowdy swamp boy who can't bend, all muscles, no brain, and all I do is take from people and make them feel like they are tools to be used? What if outside of the swamp, that's all I am?
Sakari just kind of sits there and like watches the water like in silence with Taibo for a minute. That sounds like a lot deeper of a hurt than a 5-minute fight with your friend.
Like I said, it's not, none of it's Benji's fault. Benji didn't do nothing wrong. Everyone breaks things, and I'm more than happy to put it back together and maybe help show him how to put it together if that's something he wants to pursue. And if not, I don't know. I'm starting to feel like maybe I pushed Benji into this music thing because it's something that brings me joy, and I wanted to bring him joy, and maybe that was some misguided attempt to make him more like me, and I don't know anymore.
Didn't Benji come to you for that kind of stuff too, though? I don't know that you can control all of Benji's actions, right? I think if Benji didn't want to, Benji wouldn't.
You got a point.
I'm gonna count this as the comfort part of guide and comfort. So, Sakari, if you could roll with harmony. There's no downside to failing it.
Okay, good.
Taibo dies if you fail.
Taibo takes all the conditions and all the fatigue.
Takes the
Cardiac arrest
immediately.
into the ocean.
Yeah.
How many?
The
10.
fish eat him.
10?
Yeah, not natural.
Okay.
9+1.
That's fine though. Tybo, in this moment, do you feel like you are going to embrace the comfort, or are you going to? I guess you didn't really shut down. You could shut down still if you want.
I'm embracing for sure.
Okay, so you're gonna embrace it. So that means on a 10, you can either clear 2 fatigue or clear condition, and then your balance also will shift. You can either go. I will leave it up to Megan which way it shifts. If it either goes towards freedom or it goes towards icon or roll.
I guess freedom.
Okay, I was just going one towards freedom, and then finally, Sakari, you get to ask Tybo one question, and they have to answer honestly.
Tybo, what do you want after all of this is done?
Tybo looks down into the ocean at all the little fish. And I think this is the first time he makes eye contact with Sakari this entire interaction. And he looks back up at Sakari and just... I want to be good, and I want to be surrounded by people who think I'm good. I want to be... I want to be good on my own, and I want to be good with people I care about.
I can't speak for everybody, but I think you're plenty good. So you're on your way. But you also.
Guys.
Sakari's like,
falls into the shoulder.
Oh god.
Sakari, like, you cannot escape.
Sakari like awkwardly like pats, like does not know what to do, so just kind of stays quiet, watching the water.
You think they're still brewing tea?
I don't know. Rafa drinks tea pretty fast, so we should probably go now.
Okay. Tybo kind of like gets it together.
Wonderful. You regather yourself.
Like start reaching for a Sakari hand to hold because he's very much like a physical touch person, but is like.
Sakari very much notices, does not take it.
So yeah, you after you compose yourself, you head off back to where Rafa and Benjiro are, and the four of you all gather together. I'll say you gather because you've been asked to leave the inside area if you're still making tea, and you're up on the deck. As you are sort of enjoying tea together, you start to realize, probably Sakari notices it first because you're more used to it, but there is some snow falling on the air, which this might be the first time that Rafa, Benjiro, and Tybo have ever seen snow. Like little snowflakes start to fall.
Benji will try to eat it.
It's cold and it's wet. It disappears almost immediately on your tongue.
Is this what ice is?
Kind of. I mean, and Benji, if you like this, like the closer we get, the colder it gets. You can make snow cones.
Cone.
Now, I have to ask myself, does the water tribe, 1, make snow cones, and 2...
Flavored ice is like old as hell.
That's fair. That is true. Okay,
what
yeah.
are cones?
Yeah, but are the cones version? No.
They just eat it out of their hands.
Yeah, just
You put it in a cone shape in your hand. And
yeah, then just eat it. Yeah.
There has to be a better way of putting it. Maybe I can use the to-go cup to put it inside and then
Well, now that's a slushy, and now we've created another thing entirely.
Go get pointy at the bottom, so that you can't set it anywhere.
Oh, perfect. I also want to say that, like, when Taibo comes to tea, Benji wants to apologize for kind of Benji wants to apologize for lashing out and saying that he's sorry. He just never really felt like he's here. It's better to say it this
He
way.
often just hands him the instrument.
Um,
Benji's about to start word vomiting, and Taibo just hands him the patched up instrument.
Benji cries.
Look on the back.
Benji cries even more.
Hug, hold him.
Can we do like a bro handshake of?
100%.
Yes,
Hold on.
perfect.
I need to know, hey Oz, I know it's very nice and touching that Taibo inscribed something on the back of this instrument. But but because we've established that Taibo doesn't know the actual words for things and has other words in place, what did you actually write on the back of that instrument?
Friends don't have to be useful is what I tried to write.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's hands aren't cat gator soup.
Friends aren't.
Um,
Hands aren't
Through-
cat gator soup? Nice.
Benji through sobs is just going, this is perfect. And then
It's like, you don't have to be useful. You're more than enough just being my friend.
I
That's
never
why
really
I said
have.
friends don't have to be useful. And he points at every word.
This makes sense now. I've never had friends before.
Well, you're
And
not getting rid of me that easy.
no.
Sakari and Rafa standing to the side as the two men are just weeping.
Very emotionally open men, and the two very emotionally closed female and non-binary.
Rafa's just like, okay, this is too emotional for my skin health.
I grabbed Rafa's hand and I grabbed Sakari's hand afterwards and just shrunk them into a hug.
Except for our hug.
Listen,
I feel like it's the group hug moment.
I'm just imagining just Rafa, so small, just
Fully
being
engulfed.
just fully just scooped up.
Sakari so stiff.
Standing there.
Both of them are just like
While Benji and Kaibo are full bear hug, open weeping, very in touch with their emotions. Ladies, they're single.
The entire crew has abandoned the top deck. The entire crew is gone somewhere else right now. They are away from the top deck.
they can't handle this much bromance.
Too much emotion. So that you all have your nice moment. It goes to nighttime. You guys go to sleep for a little bit. When you wake up, not for a little bit, you go to sleep for the night. As you wake up in the morning, walking out, Sakari having Taibo having mentioned, is this ice? And Sakari saying, not really. There are bigger and bigger icebergs starting to pass you as you get closer and closer to the Southern Water Tribe.
Is
Taibo
anyone else on the
points
top
at an
deck?
iceberg and is like, and just looks at Sakari like,
Ice. Yes.
Yeah, everyone's on the top deck now because the crew is working to like do all the iceberg dodging going on. So like they all whoa. So they all have different positions going on. I almost knocked over my stuff. So they have like someone at the main mast, someone up in the crow's nest, wheel, rudder, all of it. As they're like very swiftly going through all these ice. It's kind of like a weird rocky roller coaster. If anyone gets motion sick, it's probably not a good time.
Canonically get motion sick.
I don't know if we've established anyone who has.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, so you begin ice dodging through things, and eventually it's a little bit. You try and have some tea time again, but it's like very rocky, so tea is splashing everywhere. But at some point, you do eventually make it to a port area of the Southern Water Tribe, which is essentially just the main ice continent that you just kind of like move into. And they all begin departing. And you see one of the captains sort of walks over. All right, well, this is as far as we are going to be taking you. Obviously, this is the Southern Water Tribe. I hope you have fun. Thanks for joining. I hope you had a good time. I don't know. You know what? There was a lot of weird things that happened on this trip, I guess. Bye.
Bye.
I feel like he needs to be a little emotionally more open. That's something that he could probably work on.
Ah,
But
man.
he'll come around to it in his own time.
But you all depart. Did you want to? So the closest town, the really only the big town of note in the Southern Water Tribe is Wolf Cove. Wolf Cove is the spot that in the first round of Avatar, not our first round, but in the show, I believe that is where Sokka and Katara are living. And then it expands later on once the North is able to help out. But it right now, the Southern Water Tribe is this would be more known to Rafa than the others, maybe Sakari a little bit. But the Southern Raiders have been happening, but not super frequently. But they have been on and off. So it's still sort of at a big sort of like still sort of a big town kind of deal, but it's like starting to dwindle a little bit because they're starting to lose some of the waterbenders that maintain the city.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Josh, meta-wise, wouldn't I know? Like for my whole purpose.
Oh yeah, you would probably have heard of it and gone, yeah, that's true. Yeah. So yeah.
Tybo still doesn't have shoes.
Oh yeah, it is
Oh, no.
freezing.
Oh,
The
no.
Tybo and Benjiro, it is freezing cold.
They're gonna get
Like
sick.
Sakari has put on the traditional like water tribe hood, all that stuff.
Is there some sort of like place that sells clothing for being here? Like Benji is saying this through chatted teeth.
Absolutely. There will be some kind of trade still happening if they're sending ships in. Let's go find clothes.
We need to find. It sounds like we need to find shoes for Tybo.
He's like so fast, just like marching in place. Just like
All right. So yeah, you head off into Wolf Cove to find a person who you find a couple of different like it's all ice houses and snow shops and stuff like that. You find a person who is selling like a bunch of the Southern Water Tribe, like all the heavy fur coats and pants and boots and such. Also before then, can Tybo and Benjiro give me another thing of fatigue from all the cold?
Oh.
But yeah, you get there. You see that the place is sort of like, it's pretty bustling. They're all a little on edge, but like not enough to like affect the day to day. As you are walking around and such, and now you having bought these new clothes that fully fit, you're full covered. You've got boots, warm pants. You got nice big furry coat. You start to see people walking around. Say, Akari, you notice that the style here is kind of different from the Northern Water Tribe. There are some similarities, but there is quite a difference in like some of the patterning of the clothes and some of like the way people have like constructed buildings and that. You do notice as walking around though, you do see one person who resembles more the Northern Water Tribe than the Southern Water Tribe. Looks like another person who visited or came down from the Northern Water Tribe is here.
I want to beeline towards him.
You beeline towards it. It's a woman that you beeline towards. No worries. I didn't describe very well. And hello. It's good to meet you.
Hi, my name is Sakari. What's yours?
My name is Kana.
Ah, I'm dead. Okay. Did you come down here to help too?
Well, not necessarily help. I just kind of came down to escape the Northern Water Tribe's, rules and such. Did you come down here to help out?
Well, yes, but also that part.
Oh, yeah. I know it's ridiculous up there.
Wait, does that mean can you bend too?
No, unfortunately, I can't. I just didn't want to deal with all the rules.
Oh, okay. Well, same. But also, I can bend, and the only thing they'll have me do is healing old people forever until I
Yes,
die.
yes. You might want to talk to, and she sort of points off to an area that's been sort of cordoned off in terms of like it's like a barracks kind of area. You might want to go talk to some of the people over there. There are benders of all kinds there.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And then she goes along her day. Well, it's good to see you. If you ever need anything or want to talk about the Northern Water Tribe or anything like that, let me know. And she sort of like walks off.
Sakari's just kind of like in awe that another woman like left.
Yeah.
And she goes back to the rest of the group if they're still all like buying clothes.
Yeah, they probably have finished up buying clothes at this point. Rafa, are you still in like the Earth Kingdom disguise, or have you decided to change up your outfit?
I think I'm still in the Earth Kingdom disguise.
Okay. So 2 people in, or 3 people in, no, because Sakari could have kept, no, but you put it back on. So 3 people in the Water Tribe, Southern Water Tribe, well, 2 in Southern Water Tribe clothing. Yeah, you're in the Northern, and then 1 person in the Earth Kingdom clothing, because you don't have to technically be in any of it.
While also like holding kind of like draped over my arms the sweater that
Oh, yeah. Okay. So Tybo and Benjiro are doing like a little fashion show for Rafa of like.
I'd ask you to light me on fire before I found these.
Go ahead. Stash?
What? I didn't have a thing.
Oh, I thought you had a thing.
No, other than Sakari walking up. No.
Oh yeah. Who are we lighting on fire?
Oh, we're lighting people on fire.
No,
We are not letting people on fire.
Rafa, down.
You see the shopkeeper being like, "Oh, we better not be lighting people on fire. Boo! Fire Nation sucks."
Rafa.
I grab and turn Rafa away from the shopkeeper.
There's like a little trail of like melting snow.
Steam just.
Haha, yeah. Fuck the Fire Nation, am I right? Rafa, why don't we go out for a walk? Just as pushing Rafa away. Oh, it's fine when Ben tosses.
Roth, are you like causing steam and such? At least a little bit.
Yeah.
So as you are all sort of like going away, and there's some steam walking up, you sort of are looking around, and suddenly you notice someone staring at you. They're a little far away to make out who they are, but they start to walk closer and closer. As you do, you start to realize that you kind of recognize them. They look very familiar to all four of you, and that it kind of looks like Rafa in like Southern Water Tribe garb. And as she walks up, she says, well, I guess you found me. Hello, Roslyn. And that is where we will be ending today's session. Thank you for joining us for another round of Avatar Legends Legacy of Heroes Arc 3, the 100 Years War Era.
You have 20 more minutes!
Nope, we're stopping here. I am your GM, Josh. Thank you again to my wonderful friends Cass, Megan, Morgan, and Oz. Oz isn't going to be able to send us out in this state, so like, subscribe, comment, however you like. All right, Oz, go ahead. Do your job.
Thank you for watching this episode. Be sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed, and yes, you did. Be sure to leave a comment down below about why Josh was the worst GM ever for leaving us on a cliffhanger like this. Or leave us about your long-lost sibling that's in the Southern Water Tribe. Be sure to hit that bell for notifications and subscribe for more episodes of Avatar Legends Legacy of Heroes Arc 3, the 100 Years War.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Why would Oz not be in this episode?
You have to see.
Oh, I get it. Boris is in the episode. Okay.
Chris.
Isn't his name Boris?
Oh.
No, what's his name?
His name's Scott.
Oh, that's right.
Boris.
I could have sworn it was Boris.
I like him.
Oz, if that's going to be happening, you have to put the mic real close to your mouth, though, so that we can still hear you.
Oh, I won't be speaking.
No, you have to sing. In this episode.
It will be. Hold on.
I hate it. He's fired.
I like how it registers his face and gets rid of the blur.
He's a man.
He's fired.
He's a human man, and you will respect him as such. Josh, have you been recording?
Yeah, hit record when you pulled out the...
Put it in the beginning!
Welcome back to Avatar Legends Legacy of Heroes Arc 3, the 100 Years War Era. I don't know what just happened. Who said something?
Several times that I'm vibe checking my dice.
Oh, I see. Sorry, Oz.
It didn't.
That's what Kiyoshi said as she like found the criminals to kill. Just, hey, bitch. Bang. So this is Earth. This is air. This is water, and this is fire.